Good evening, America, and welcome back to the Weekly Scrub. I'm your host, Josh Guitar Case, and to answer your question, no, the rash has been gone for like 2 months now. Stop being weird. Our top story tonight, New York City Council passes a bill allowing non-citizens to vote. On December 9th, Mayor Eric Adams held a press conference announcing the new law. Since the passage of the bill, New York has seen an uptrend in Americans resigning their citizenship. According to one woman, quote, "Why not? I can vote, get free healthcare, free food, and I don't have to pay taxes. It's almost like being a politician." In other legal news, the Supreme Court voted 6-3 against Biden's OSHA vaccine mandate. Americans who love the freedom of choice celebrated the decision. However, those who supported Biden's attempt are melancholy. The former vice president continues to fail on issues which he campaigned. Biden now has a worse losing record than the Colorado Rockies. This just in, Christian church which espouses hatred for homosexuality asks straight men to sing praise and worship songs about God's strong and powerful arms. Woman who makes $50,000 per week selling farts in jars is admitted to the hospital after she destroyed her body attempting to keep up with demand. Stephanie Motto, the YouTuber and the founder of the X-rated site Unfiltered, sold her gas canisters to a slew of online followers. After hearing the news, many are perplexed about the type of men who would pay for such items. One thing is certain, though, paying for farts is only slightly more pathetic than dating Tommy Lauren. In entertainment news, the Golden Globes occurred last week. If you didn't know that, don't worry, nobody else did either. CNN host John Bierman produced a segment whereby he discussed punishing the unvaccinated for resisting the jab.
Why should anyone who is boosted bother at this point to do anything that makes the unvaccinated more safe?
In recent polls, it was found that vaccine hesitancy is highest among minority groups like blacks and Hispanics. Questions continue to float how this unvaxxed hatred is different from the era of Jim Crow. Elza Talbot, a professor at Brown University, replied, quote, "The difference is that Jim Crow segregated blacks because of their race. We want to segregate blacks because they're gross." In scientific news, a new study shows dog brains can deduce differences in human languages. According to the study, a dog can differentiate the same word in Spanish and Hungarian. When asked about other peculiarities, such as chewing on furniture, biting family members, and eating their own feces, the head of the study, Laura Cuya, said, quote, "Dogs are a lot like Jews. Their brains seem to be wired for language comprehension, not so much human social etiquette." I've been wondering why that Jewish boy keeps slamming his face in my crotch every time I see him. I guess he's just saying hello. After partying maskless in Florida, AOC tested positive for COVID-19. To make matters worse,
the best books are those that tell you what you already know. We shall meet in the place where there is no darkness. Orthodoxy means not thinking, not needing to think. Orthodoxy is unconscious. The choice for mankind lies between freedom and happiness. And for the great bulk of mankind, happiness is better.
in Chicago, Illinois, teachers cancel in-person classes due to an Omicron outbreak. Even though all the teachers are fully vaccinated, instructors of several schools refuse to return to work until certain conditions are met. The Weekly Scrub reached out to several parents affected by these actions. Most of them said they weren't upset about the cancellations because the only thing worse than COVID is a public school education. Ray Epps is one of the few individuals on January 6, 2021, who called to raid the Capitol building. Many people suspect the FBI dropped his charges because he was under orders from a government agency. When questioned by the FBI, he denied working for any federal institution. This answer was apparently satisfactory because the investigation was discontinued. In similar news, the FBI releases Fido the dog because he says He didn't do it either. This just in, FBI posts job listing looking for anyone interested in faking insurrections. According to the listing, quote, the applicant must be at least 18 years of age and can walk 3 blocks unaided. Previous insurrection experience is preferred, but not required. Bitcoin hits its lowest point since July of 2021. The latest downturn of the market sent shockwaves through the cryptocurrency sphere. However, many investors aren't apprehensive about the current events. Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, who initiated the bill to legalize Bitcoin as a currency, said, quote, I have great confidence in the long-term strategy of Bitcoin because unlike the US dollar, Biden can't print more of it. Our final story for the night. According to the New York Post, more COVID deaths occurred under the Biden administration than under Trump. After this data was released, Rochelle Walensky, the CDC director, made the rounds on several legacy media sites, saying, quote, it's important, now more than ever, that we differentiate those who died with Biden as opposed to those who died from Biden. This has been your Weekly Scrub. I'm your host, Josh Guitarcase. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Good night, America, and remember, not all Democrats are pedophiles, but all pedophiles are Democrats.